Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be my episode 2 review of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And spoiler warning, we are going to be talking about pretty much everything that happened in the episode. So if you haven't seen it already, make sure you go watch it, then come watch the review. But anyways, episode 2 was awesome, lots of comedy and action. Sam and Bucky finally team up. John Walker, Captain America, is in action, and he's trying to recruit Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We got to see the Super Soldier Flag Smashers, and even Zemo at the very end. So lots of stuff happened, so let's go ahead and talk about it. And the way that I like to structure these reviews is basically talking about each individual character. So let's go ahead and start with John Walker. So after that cliffhanger of an ending to episode 1, we start off the episode with John Walker just sitting down in his old locker room, preparing to show up as Captain America at a football game. And this scene was all about him taking over the role of Captain America and just having to deal with it. You get a little bit of his backstory and then his whole mindset on taking over the mantle, and the best part was him practicing the Captain America voice. Then we see another character from the comics, which is Lamar Hoskins, who is also known as Battlestar, who is Captain America's sidekick. Then right after, we get to see John Walker basically be a celebrity. He goes out onto the football field while the marching band is playing a different version of the Captain America theme. He's doing autographs, he's signing toys, then he does an interview, and this is like the complete opposite of the Steve Rogers Captain America. Steve Rogers was like this stoic guy who didn't have to be in front of a camera. He didn't really have to do anything. He just did what was right. And John Walker is basically the government poster boy who does interviews and signs things and is like an actual celebrity in the MCU. And we got to learn even more about John Walker's character and how he had multiple honors in the military and that he's at peak human conditioning, like he's really fast, he's really strong. So just imagine when he gets the super soldier serum. Now the best part of this whole scene with the interview and all that is when Bucky is watching this interview on TV, and when John Walker says, you know, Steve Rogers was like a brother to me, you can just see on Bucky's face, he was so disgusted with that comment. He was like, you don't even know this guy. Steve was my best friend, and this bum on the TV is saying that he's like a brother to him, and that just sets the tone for his relationship with the US agent further on in the episode. He is disgusted by him. He doesn't want to talk to him. He doesn't believe in him. He basically tells him like, hey man, you are not Captain America. Just because you have a shield doesn't mean anything, which leads to some pretty great scenes because John Walker is basically trying to recruit the Falcon and the Winter Soldier to take on the Flag Smashers, and they want no part of it. And John tries so many times to be nice to them, and they just do not want to work with John. And the whole conflict between John Walker and the Winter Soldier and Falcon just gets way better when he finally loses it. And he's like, fine, you don't want to work with me? Well, you better stay out of my way. And that little hint of aggression I think is going to be amplified whenever he gets that Super Soldier serum, which I think is definitely going to make him a pretty powerful villain in the series. Now let's talk about Sam. So he has to deal with Bucky thinking that he made the wrong decision by giving away the shield and not taking up the mantle as Captain America. And I love this dynamic because Sam did what he thought was right, and all of his Avengers friends are against what he chose to do. Rhodey and Bucky think he made the wrong decision by not taking up the mantle, so he's dealing with all of these people that he really trusts, just basically thinking he made a really bad decision. And now he's kind of second guessing it too because now the government has a Captain America, and I can't wait to see how he reacts when Captain America eventually turns bad, knowing that he played a part in doing this. So on top of all that drama, he has to deal with Bucky tagging along with his military mission to track down and stop the Flag Smashers, which brings up even more conflict regarding the shield and Cap's legacy. And I just love watching the chemistry between Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan. There's so many funny jokes in this episode. For example, when Sam calls Bucky the White Panther because he's sneaking around, I thought that was hilarious, and just little things like that just make me smile during the episode. Their chemistry is just so good. Like even just watching interviews from the first ever appearances of them in the MCU, you could just tell there was something special there, and I'm glad they're going to get about 6 hours worth of screen time together because so far it's been a real joy to watch. Now on to Bucky, aka the Winter Soldier. So he is pissed off that Sam gave away that shield. He thinks that Steve chose Sam for a reason, and by Sam refusing it, it's basically saying that Cap was wrong about Sam, which Bucky thinks that Cap might have been wrong about him too, thinking that he could turn his life around and be good. Now this is awesome because Bucky obviously is struggling with his past self and wants to do good, but now in the back of his mind he's thinking that his best friend Steve was maybe wrong about Falcon and maybe wrong about himself too. Maybe he can't be good anymore. Maybe he's just the Winter Soldier and he was always meant to be bad. Now now he's struggling with PTSD from his Winter Soldier days, and also second guessing himself if he can actually be a good guy. Another part with Bucky's character that I really liked in this episode was how much he hates the new Captain America. This made for some really intense and funny scenes between John Walker and Bucky, and I just love the whole dynamic of having, Falcon kind of okay with the new Cap. Like, he's obviously not okay with it, but he definitely is bothered by it. He just doesn't really say anything, whereas Bucky is like, no, you're not Cap, just because you have a shield doesn't matter. And Bucky's pretty rude to John. I just love Sebastian Stan in this series and playing the Bucky / Winter Soldier character. He can be really intense, but then really funny, and it's a really cool dynamic that the Winter Soldier character has right now, and I think Sebastian Stan is just absolutely killing it in this role. The last part that I want to mention regarding Bucky in episode 2 is when he introduces Sam to one of the first ever super soldiers, who is Isaiah Bradley, and they actually fought back in 1951, and he apparently kicked the Winter Soldier's butt. I'm just really hoping we get a flashback to that scene because that would be badass. Like, just picture the Winter Soldier, face mask, long hair, going up against Isaiah Bradley. I think that'd be a really cool scene. But we learned some really important information in this scene because it looks like Isaiah Bradley actually had tests done on him, which might be how the super soldier serum survived all of this time. Next up is the Flag Smashers. So in this episode, they're transporting the super soldier serum, and it looks like the Power Broker also wants the super soldier serum, and it looks like the Power Broker actually has his own organization, so that means you have two groups going after the super soldier serum, and I can't wait to see the conflict between the two. I think what's going to happen is the Flag Smashers aren't going to be this like super evil organization. I think that's going to be the Power Broker and his group, and who knows, maybe the Flag Smashers team up with Falcon and the Winter Soldier to take down the Power Broker in Madripoor. Just speculating, but that might happen. Now overall, episode 2 was really good, and I was so sad that it ended off right before we saw Zemo interact with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but it looks like episode 3 is going to pick up right where we left off, and I just can't wait to see Bucky speak to Zemo after all of these years, and it looks like they're going to be talking about Hydra's past, and also how the super soldier serum was experimented on by Hydra, and I think it's going to be a great episode with a lot of information regarding the serum. But yeah, great episode overall. I'm a big fan of the series so far. It just sucks that we've got to wait 7 days to watch episode 3, but hey, it's something to look forward to every Friday, and I am not complaining. So guys, leave a comment down below of what you guys thought about episode 2. I might even start doing watch parties for the episode, so leave a comment down below if you are interested in that. I think it would be pretty cool to watch it together. But anyways, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.